What's up, everybody? It's your boy Showtimedr. I wanted to give you guys an account update, what I'm doing, and what I think of the patches or the changes coming. We don't know every detail yet, but we know the gist of it. But real quick, I'll go into what I'm doing with my account. So I have actually hit a couple achievements. I finally passed that stupid floor 83 on the Abyss. I'm now stuck at the Kin slash ML Kin and Suicide Mushroom stage. I'm gonna have to figure something else out for that, because that stage is something else. Managed to farm most of the event. Got all the copies of the Seaside Bologna. I'm still doing that dumb goblin side quest thing, but I smashed all of the one-time only battles. So I'm really happy about that. Even though the first one was actually fairly close, man. They almost killed, I think it was Dizzy or whoever it was. With that, and then that air bubble thing, that actually could have gone really bad. My Katie's actually lost her air bubble. So that was getting pretty close. And then also as well, I finally managed to achieve 2 benchmarks. Cleared Hunt Stage 11 with Wyvern. This is my team. It's not the most efficient or best team or anything, and when he goes into shield, I'm basically screwed for that point. So what I do, my front tank crows it. He's got, I get the name of the artifact, but basically as his life goes down, his defense and his effect resist increases. I need to get him that one that's in the little training place right now. Katie, she's got that new relic that increases effectiveness and effect resistance. Dizzy's Dizzy, you know how Dizzy works. And Luna, who's actually very squishy, but I gave her 55% effectiveness, so she's hitting her defense down a lot more now, and brought her life up as much as I can. I unfortunately just don't have a ton of crit damage gear high level for her right now, but she's doing her job. She's doing good. They can clear it if she lands her defense down first turn, which she usually does. They can clear it in about like 15, 20 turns or so. So I'm not running at record speeds, but I'm starting to farm the gear now, so I'm pretty happy about that. Also cleared Golem Hunt. Golem Hunt the stage, or excuse me, the team. It's a pretty simple concept team. Of course, you got Soul. Actually, I don't have Dizzy. Oh, that's funny. That's totally not the team I run. Well, anyways, the team I run is, let's see if I have them here. Okay, well, anyways. The team I'm running is Soul in the front, Haste is up here, and then Acades is here, and then I think I bring... I don't remember who else I bring, because I definitely don't bring Dizzy. I think it's Bologna, actually. I'm bringing Bologna. So, and eventually, I could work Ravi or someone else up, but not a big deal. So I'm managing to farm that as well right now. Still need to work on a Banshee team, and Asmani Hunt I haven't even tried in a while, because don't really need the gear from there. I can get most of the gear from the raid, the hard mode raid. But anywho, so that's progress there. Now, as far as my account goes and my heroes, I've actually started switching some gear out. As far as my ML Kin, I'm starting to switch them over to the 88 season arena set. Haste actually has most of it right now, and Haste is on my guild battle team. But you see here, I swapped Haste a couple of the life steal pieces. That's because it used to be on Ken. He still has the life steal set as I upgrade the pieces. But I've given him a couple of the, this is how this rolled with the boots. Not too bad. Because getting ML Ken some effect resistance is actually very important from him. What I'm aiming for with him, I want to get him into the 5k-ish around for attack power. Defense, I'd love to bring up a little bit, but probably won't work out. Health, hopefully I'll be able to get that to at least 14k. Speeds, whatever speed's going to end up at. Crit chance as close to 100 as possible. Crit damage as high as possible. Effectiveness, I'm going to try to get him to 55%. Effect resistance, I believe I need to get him to at least... I want to say it was like 80%, which is actually going to be pretty hard, but whatever, as high as I can possibly get it. And then I recently bought this, a Sigard Scythe, out of the shop, so I need to level it a bit more, but that's going to do some work for him. And so that set's being switched. Dizzy's still Dizzy. Soul, I did manage to get him some new boots. Attack with some pretty good stats there overall. Attack main stat. I still have a counter Soul. Really like counter Soul. I'd like to give him a little bit more crit and a little bit more life, but he's chunking up there. He's going pretty good. Running with Daydream Joker. Belly, I just need to get her higher level gear is basically her issue. But overall, she's pretty good. I could run her with Bloodstone. I also have Rosa Hargana. I run her with sometimes. I'm running her with Bloodstone right now because she's actually my farming unit, so have a little bit of heal going on the harder maps. Haste. Like I said, I'm switching gear from Haste over to Ken. He's at max crit right now, so I still use him in guild battles. But I'm gonna have to figure out something else to do with him, because other than Golem, I don't really use Haste otherwise. Guild battle and Golem, that's about it. Mildred actually need to rebuild. I took most of his gear and gave it to... It was either Dizzy or Bellona. But anyways, at some point I'll build him back up again. Shooting Star Katie's, I actually kind of took everything away from her. I actually kind of regret 6-starring her now. Not that she's bad, it's just... I need a healer, and the way that the meta works right now with heavy debuffs, you really need someone like a Katie's that can get rid of those debuffs. Now Katie, she's still going strong. I put the new thing on her, although I could put her back at the old artifact. This is effectiveness, effect resistance. And, you know, as much health as possible. She's actually my tankiest character at 17k. I know I can get her a little bit fatter if I got her some better pieces of gear, but overall she's doing really well. Rosette, that's my Wyvern tank. Possibly tank for some other stuff. Fairly low level gear, but it'll improve with time. And then as far as my other project, Luna, you see how low her freaking health is? It was actually at like 6,000 yesterday. I'm working on that, but the problem is I just need better crit damage, higher tier stuff. I've been using the stuff we got from that lobby quest on her. So it's working out, it just needs a bit more time. I'll get her up. And then after that, I'm not really focusing anyone else with the exception of SS Bellona. Who, you know, she's got decent gear. Actually gave her a helmet because I didn't want to put this on Ken. Because I think the one I'm going to put him with has more health. So, but anyways, this is good for her. Effectiveness is good for her. Speed's decent. Eventually I'm going to move her to a speed set. But for now, you know, I'm still building her up, so it's not a big rush. And then this has attack percentage on her boots. When I eventually get around to her boots, more attack percentage, more attack percentage. So everything she does is based off attack, so it's not really a terrible thing. I would just rather have her with speed, because speed is broken. Which, by the way, I need to actually make a video on that. They need to buff the other sets, or do something, man, because speed's just out of control. You see here, I'm already working on my next 6-star stuff. Got quite a couple choices. SS Bellona is one of them. I forget who I was gonna 6-star next. Let me see, probably Luna, maybe Luna. And then of course, but I'm gonna save it, of course, for 8-8 when all of the ML changes occur. And we'll do a big poll session, hopefully get some good stuff, and maybe I'll change my mind on who I'm gonna upgrade at that point. That's pretty much my account right now, guys. Did manage to clear the automation tower last month. And, you know, with whatever spare stamina I get, I've been working up a little bit. 25 days, no rush. And then once I'm done with event fully, I'm going to actually come over here and farm this relic, because this is actually a pretty damn good relic. Health decreases, evasion and defense increases, and it's a thief exclusive. So your Violet, which I actually do have a Violet, that would actually go really well on him. If you want to make him a frontline tank, which I see a lot of people do. Evasion in this game, for those who don't know, you get hit 25% less hard, and in Violet's case, he will counterattack and do some other stuff there. So really good stuff. And that's what I'm working on there. Now, I wanted to get into with you guys my thoughts on the changes. And initially I wigged out, and that was my bad. Most of the changes ended up being true. Let me go ahead, I'll turn this down. I'm gonna actually farm this a bit. So that's fine. But then, yeah, with since I got all the gear, I really don't care about PvP anymore. So I just come over here and farm this, and I'm slowly building up tokens for the next thing. I'm actually thinking about 6-starring Luluka as well. Anyways, based on the way that the ML changes go, you know, it could be really good. It could be because we're going to be flooded with a lot of the 3-star units, but that also means that we're going to have chances to see the 3-star units really shine because people are going to be able to unlock their I always forget what it's called, but the auras basically, and maximize them to full potential. So that could actually be pretty crazy. You know, you're going to see people like Gerardo and Celeste and, you know, in niche circumstances be like super strong, which is actually pretty cool. And I'm kind of looking forward to that. And then hopefully being able to pull more 4- and 5-star units. And while they are going to be nerfed a bit, you know, some of them are going to be nerfed, but with the patches that are going to come out, just down a bit more, you know, some are actually getting, some people are getting the tickets where they're going to be able to switch things up, and they don't like a certain ML they have, like say ML Aura, okay, you can switch to such and such character now, and it's cool, so that's pretty good stuff, and I'm looking forward to that, and I can't wait for the big pull session. I've been frantically pulling for Fallen Ceci, and I haven't gotten her. She would be a perfect tank for me right now, just mitigation-wise, and basically everything. She could do almost anything as long as her element wasn't an issue, as far as I can see, or maybe possibly buffs would be an issue, something similar. So that's also cool stuff. Also looking forward to. I've heard they've promised a lot more quality of life changes, and that is one thing. Epic 7 is drastically behind on quality of life changes. Things like Phantasma, number of clicks it required to do things in your inventory, dungeon running, skipping ultimates, or at least speeding up ultimates, speeding up regular farm. And I'm afraid that they are afraid once we get all those quality of life upgrades and we're able to do everything faster, you know, we're going to go through the game quicker. And I think they want us to play longer, obviously, because, you know, they want the temptation of you to purchase a pack, or they want, you know, just you playing the game more. You playing the game more means someone else might see it, word of mouth, etc. But I'm hoping that they'll eventually, because eventually there'll be a tipping point with that to where people will be sick and tired of watching the same ultimate 100 times, no matter how flowery and artistic and beautiful it is, because we've seen it. And it's time for something new, you know? But that's just the way it is. So, otherwise, I think my account's coming along okay. We'll just have to see what happens here. Let me go ahead and go to the summon banner. We're waiting for the patch notes to come out. It should be out later tonight. I'll make a video on that, definitely. And let's see the rates they got of everybody here. Yeah, so Champion Zerado. I think a perfect banner right now would be Fallen Ceci with the new Ravi, but the new Ravi's been pushed back. Or the Rin. Rin was actually super good. But that's just the way it is, so. Anyways, guys, I hope your guys' accounts are going well. Let me know what your hopes are for your account. Things you would like the most for your account, what you're looking forward to with the changes, and which ML units. This is one I'm especially interested in. Which ML units you guys think you're going to keep or ditch, and hopefully be able to get whichever other ML unit you want, because you know there's nerfs coming to people like ML Aura, Val Cezanne, ML. Who's the other one? Dang, there's like a couple more. They're just escaping me right now. Oh yeah, Armin, ML Armin, Crimson Armin. So, you know, if you guys want to like share that stuff with me, I'd appreciate it. And that is going to be it for my Epic 7 thing. Be looking forward to the patch video later tonight. I'll see you guys later on. Peace.